Oh, magical. Every day. If we could do this every day. Oops, up, up, up. Very good, everybody. Great job. Great job. All right. I think I just need to relax for a moment. That was amazing. Holy cow, this footage is gorgeous. So you are a drop in the infinite ocean of love and light. Light is your basic nature. You have a basic state, and the basic state of being is also what I would call your soul. That aspect of you that is whole, that is of the whole, that people call God. And the divine is like 10,000 suns, and you are a sun. You have a sun in your heart. When it shines, you feel love and joy. And love and joy go hand in hand. You feel joy when there's love, and you feel love when there's joy. When you love what's happening, you're feeling joy. Or you love who you're with, or you love what you're doing, you feel joy. So I like talking about how there's the self, and then there's who you are, the self, and then there's all that is, which is like the divine. And I like to talk about how there's a lake with a little inlet, and the lake, think of it, I mean, the lake is limited, but if it was infinite lake, infinite water, like the sea here, ocean, seemingly infinite. It's a good analogy. And what separates who you are from the ocean of allness, of all that is the barrier of ego. So I think of it as like a sandbar. And then meditation is the practice that reduces the sandbar so that you become one. Who you are becomes one with all that is. And when you're one with all that is, when you're one with the ocean of bliss that is the divine, or what they call God, then you are free because you have what you want. And you are happy because you're feeling bliss and because you have what you want. And this brings us to this idea of freedom. I say external commitment is unfreedom, like a marriage contract. Internal commitment is freedom, because if you're internally committed to something, it means you're following your heart. And if you're following your heart, you're doing what you love. And if you're doing what you love, you're free. So you can be committed and be free as long as it's an internal commitment from the heart. Hello, beautiful children of light. Children of light and love. So love and freedom, can you have both? Yes, they go together. Freedom is the soil from which love, the flower of love, will bloom. Oh, this is really cool. Here's somebody doing martial arts in the water. Or not. Maybe they're just a photographer who looks like they're doing martial arts. Wow, that looks rad. He's actually probably taking energy from the sun. And you can too. That's what I've been doing. I've been connecting with the elements, the sun, the earth, the sky or the air, and the water. And I've even healed a cold before, just sitting on the earth and consciously taking in the earth energy to increase my own vibrational field's energy. And then I healed myself of a cold. So if I can do it, you can too. I've had an experience before of going into the ocean in a very special spot near here, near where I live, and I remember I cut my foot on the rocks, and my foot was bleeding. And I went swimming, and by the time I came out of the ocean in this special spot, my foot was not only no longer bleeding, but there was no longer a gash. There was no longer a cut. There was no longer a wound on my foot. The wound had healed itself completely by the time I'd gotten out of the water. So before I got in the water, it was a gash and then blood. And then when I got out of the water, no more blood and not even a cut or gash. That was an amazing healing experience. And this land it still is Native American land. It's been taken over by the state, but tribes used to live here. And I actually I've seen the spirit of one of the tribes people, just not intentionally. I was just touching the natural cliffside over there, and I could see maybe it was the chief or something. I could just see this wise Native American person, and I feel like this land here is protected by the spirits of the Native people who lived here. So, I believe they bring good energy here as well. They revered the land, and they probably died here and were buried here, and there's still sacred vibration here. Okay, well, I'm going to sign off just because it's sunset, and I'm wishing you all a wonderful night. Sleep tight, and remember that you are a part of eternity. I think it was Hafiz who said God circled this place on a map for you today, so know you are where you're supposed to be, and have a great night. All right, bye.